So there's a few things that have really taught me how to have emotional clarity, how to get to this point of knowing how to make a decision, knowing how to show up, knowing how to be myself to the fullest extent while I'm in connection with other people. And I went through this process that I'll call the three phases to emotional clarity. One of them was learning how to have emotional resilience. And this, to some people, can sound like bottling up your emotions. And it's actually not, it's having strength within your emotions. So I looked up the definition of emotional resilience, and it says the ability to respond to stressful or unexpected situations in crisis, to be strong enough to hold the emotions, to be with the emotions, to express the emotions that are inside of us, to be able to handle it, to get a grasp on it. And for me, there was this time period in my life where I was tired of breaking down. I was tired of falling apart at the sign of any sense of crumbling. I was tired of being the one who fell flat on their face when something came up that I couldn't handle. And I said, I need to be stronger than this. I need to be able to move through this. I need to be able to handle this better. And so I worked on some emotional resilience. I worked on being able to hold that emotion that was happening inside and hold the crisis that was happening outside of me. And after some time, it wore me down to hold all of this. It was actually hurting parts of my body internally to hold it all. And that's when I learned emotional awareness, which is the ability to recognize and make sense of not just your emotions, but those around you. It was my process of moving from why is this happening to me to how is this happening for me? And it was that space in between of like, I know how to hold this. What do I do with this thing that I'm holding? And it was that learning process of what is this here to show me? When I have massive emotions around this experience, what is that showing me? It's showing me how I feel about something. It's showing me what trauma I have inside of my body. It's showing me what my belief systems are, what my thoughts are. It's showing me something inside of me. And when somebody else comes to me with these deep, strong, powerful emotions, it's showing me what's going on for them, what's happening for them. And then I was like, okay, now what do I do with the power of this information? I know how to hold it. I know how to assess it. I know how to make sense of it. What do I do with that? And that's when the phase of emotional intelligence came in. And emotional intelligence is the capacity to not only be aware of emotional awareness, to be in control of emotional resilience, but to also be able to handle relationships with discernment and empathy, to have a sense of clarity. This is how I handle it. This is how I move forward with it. So I went to this place of emotional intelligence, this place of, I know how to handle this. I know what it means for me. So now I know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm teaching this month-long experience in an event coming up called Clarity. It's going to be a Zoom call once a week for an hour where we go over what these emotions are, how we handle them, how we make sense of them, how we hold the space for someone else, and what we do with those emotions, how we make decisions, how we find discernment, how we find empathy, how we connect with other people in a way that makes emotional space available for everyone that we're connecting with. That's my goal at the end of this month, to be able to help someone handle their emotions, to help someone make sense of their emotions, and help someone know what to do with them, how to move them, how to be with them in a way that feels powerful and strong, but also very beautiful, very empathetic, very connecting. Emotions are a huge thing. They're a huge part of our life. I like to say, welcome to the human experience. Welcome to being human. It's part of it. And how to move with it with powerfulness wrapped up in between, that has been a gift that has been given to me that I'd love to pass on